Hey guys, my name is David Duga. I am 30 years old. I'm a physical therapist assistant and I have been on carnivore diet for 7 months now. Results in my experience have been unbelievable. I have a very poor diet going into it. Everything processed. I was hardly taking in any whole foods for most of my life. So my kind of approach to it has been more what's cheap and easy to access. So it might be different from the guys who are doing grass-fed steaks every time, which might help yield some other results. But so for lunch, I'm always on the road, so I'll stop at Burger King usually and just buy patties with cheese on top of it. That's pretty much what I'll do for most of my lunches during the weekdays. In the morning, I'm eating 5 eggs, cheese on them, butter, and at night is when I'll have my steaks and real meat meals. See, I started out, weight-wise, I was 195. Right now I'm 165. I haven't taken any measurements as far as fat percentage and muscle mass. So I'm from South Louisiana, and down here everything is well seasoned. So that's one thing I have carried over into carnivore. So I don't know what percentage carnivore I guess I am, but if you want to count all those seasonings, I'll use some mustard too. I use mustard, A1 sauce from time to time. Nothing beyond that. Garlic butter, stuff like that. So there's a little bit of non-animal products, I guess, in my diet. Not enough, really. I don't think to make a huge impact one way or the other. One thing that was really a big deal for me was my GI. My dad has diverticulitis, and I think that kind of runs in the family. Got a lot of family members with some issues. But for me, my diet alone was enough to put me on that course. So I had some irritable bowel problems. Within a few weeks, that completely disappeared. I mean, gone, which was unbelievable. That's something I kind of suffered with almost every day, honestly. So that was all. Another thing that was huge was, and most people don't really talk about this much, but like your dental hygiene. Now that I'm on carnivore, there's not a lot of, I guess, plaque collection. So as you continue, your normal routine that you would have before, there's just not as much stuff, so you're cleaning it very thoroughly now instead of having to break through all this plaque and whatnot you did before, So that's been pretty amazing. And then, I didn't really have too many psych issues going into it, so there's nothing that I'm really noticing different on that aspect. I know a lot of people have seen some great results with that. I will say I do a little bit of working out. Honestly, I've kind of been laxed on that, and still, physique is not too bad. Still got some obvious muscle mass, but working out, it was unbelievable how quickly you were able to gain muscle. And I really need to get back to it, if I'm being honest. And I think one interesting thing about it is I think it's a lot easier socially than some people say. I feel like if you're a vegan, it's a lot harder, to be honest with you. With carnivore, it might be a little weird, but most places you go, they've got some type of entree with meat in it, and so the only odd thing is you're taking everything off of it. But I mean, there's hot dogs, hamburger, backyard parties, and you're just eating the meat, So I really haven't found it to be much of a struggle. other than some weird looks here and there, but who cares? Give you an opportunity to explain and share. But yeah, I really think there's not much of an excuse. I mean, you can get ground beef really cheap, and I mean, that's a big part of my diet, honestly, is ground beef and eggs. I mean, you can live off of that. I promise you, all that processed stuff that people are buying right now, they're spending a lot more money. Another change I've experienced is coming up, I've always had some back issues. I've got this anterior pelvic tilt, and within the last few years, it's kind of created some sciatic problem going down my left leg, and that just kind of got exacerbated as I gained weight. I hold most of my weight kind of my gut area, so as that's weighing down on it, I think once I started the carnivore diet and my weight went down, that led off, and also my muscle, all the instability that I had, you know, I kind of gained some more rigidity back due to muscle mass, increased muscle mass. So, and then along with exercising, that really just ramped it up. So, since, you know, in these past few months, I've actually, those symptoms have pretty much gone away. So every now and then I'll get a little bit of it, but all in all, the carnivore diet really has changed my life. I'm actually very thankful for Joe Rogan and Sean Baker, who kind of, you know, shined a light. But yeah, I didn't do too well in English class. But yeah, it's made a huge difference, and I am so thankful that I've caught on to it, and I just see more and more progress down the road. I mean, I'm only at 7 months, so I'm looking forward to what a year is going to do, what a few years is going to do. And yeah, I've also got my Instagram page if you want to follow my story and see how things are going. It's laissez-faire carnivore. That's about it. All right.